Hi, my name is David. Today we're going to do number 1704, determine if string halves are alike. This is an easy level problem on LeetCode, and we're going to solve it in JavaScript. So basically, you have a question, you have an input of book, and you want to split it in half, and you want to see if the number of vowels in the first half is equal to the number of vowels in the second half, and is not and it is case sensitive. So in this one, we return true because in the first half, there's one O, so the count on the left side is one, and B on the left side, there's one count of O, so it's even, so we return true. And this is false because when you cut it in half, the first half has one variable, one vowel, E, and the second one has two vowels, two. So the first half has a count of one, the second half has a count of two. So they're not equal, so we return false. So how are we going to solve this problem? So what we're going to need to do is that we have to get these vowels from somewhere. So first we want to create an object, a vowels object to hold the vowels. And next, we want to save us some time and make it easier, we're going to just get the S and two lowercase everything. Update S to be only lowercase. Okay, so now we have access to all the vowels and only in lowercase form. So now what we do is that we have to keep track of it somehow. So we're going to create a count variable. And instead of creating, what I did at first is that I created an account for left side and then create an account for the right side and see if they're equal. But now I learned that you can just create one count and increment or decrement it dependingly as a balance count. So you can only have one variable. And I'll show in code to make it easier once we get there. So create a count variable. So that's what we're going to need. And now we're going to loop through the first half of S, because so we're going to do loop through the first half of it and then create a condition if the current index value is inside the vowels object. And then if it's in it, we increment the count. And now we'll have to loop through the second half. Half of S. And now we create a condition, the same condition, but instead of incrementing now, we decrement it. And once we finish this, we return if count is equal to 0. So if we know that count is evenly balanced, we return true. If it's not balanced, we return false. So now let's put this in code. So we create the vowels, that val equals an object. And this is where we're going to put all the vowels we have in just a lowercase. E, and then we have I, O, and U. Okay. A, E, I, O, U. And now we can lowercase this. So S equals S dot to lower case. So everything in S will be lowercase now. And now we create the count variable, let count equals 0. And now we loop through the first half for let I equals 0. I is less than, so you get the first half, we do s.length divided by 2, and then I plus plus. And inside of this loop, we create the condition if s index of I, or if val s I is true. If it's in this, we increment the count. And now we do the second loop. So how we're going to start at the second half is that we're going to set the I equal to s.length divided by 2. And then I is less than s.length I plus plus. And now we're going to create the same condition if the val has it, and now we're going to decrement it. And now when we get to the end, we return if the count is equal to 0. Run the code. Nice. You got it. So the complexities, time complexity, we know that we're creating a loop here. So it'll be O of n. And the space complexity, since we're creating the objects, and these are all constant variables we have, so it'll be O of 1. And that is how you solve this problem. Thank you.